your questions. These are high-class problems, okay? Learning how to hold leads on the road. I would much rather be in these kind of positions to be able to try to figure this out, which we are getting better at that, than the opposite, trying to get back from big leads. And then secondly, I just thought this was probably one of our more mentally tough wins. It was a quick turnaround after back-to-back and have an afternoon game. I know the guys didn't feel incredible this morning when we were going through our walkthrough. So this was going to be more about toughness and mental toughness and doing whatever was necessary to come out of here with a win. For those of us that have been with the Heat franchise long enough, we know how hard it is to win in this building. Over the years, you can probably count on one hand us walking out of here with a win, and we will definitely take it.
Speaking of mental toughness, Kyle Lowry, what he went through. First of all, can you tell us what he went to the locker room with, whether it was the groin or the head or?
I think all of the above.
Okay, yeah. And just his mental toughness from that moment to the moments that followed to help you build that 27-point lead.
Yeah, I thought he did just a tremendous job controlling the game and the pace and the actions, getting the ball where it needed to go, knowing when to be assertive, when to get guys involved. The entire second half, he was just moving the chess pieces around to put us in a great position. And then guys really stepped up. We were able to play through Bam quite a bit. And we were able to get some cuts and some openings. Duncan, got going, particularly in the first half. And then Tyler was that, go-to guy when we really needed a bucket. We were able to get the ball to him, and he was able to create some actions. And again, Tyler had that layup that went in and out. That right there probably could have just changed the momentum. He was really good at reading the defense and making the appropriate plays.
EJ, you made a couple threes today, but just everything he does besides scoring, offensive development,
yeah,
screening,
I know.
How much of it?
Yeah, he's just a winning player, and that's probably the shame of it to the average fan. Unless we constantly educate people, no one will have any idea of how many things that he impacts. And you'll notice it when he's on the other team's best player defensively, but it's the blockouts, it's the rotations, it's the protect side defense, and then offensively, just getting people open constantly. And he does it in every way possible, whether he's screening pick and roll basketball or off ball screening. He's just elite, in helping guys get open.
The return to the zone, we didn't see it at all before the Clippers. I think we only saw it exclusively in the first half. Your thought process on that?
Yeah, I thought it was really good for us in the first half. But, the Jazz are a tough team to play against. Obviously, they're really well coached. They move the ball as well as anybody in this league. They have talent. They have guys that fit together, and they're unselfish. So that helped us a little bit manage, that ball movement game. But then in the second half, we were able to just stick to our base defense and mostly just play man.
Jimmy's been out since the first quarter of the Laker game. How much do you think his absence has to do with what's been going on?
No, we don't want to put it on Jimmy. I mean, Jimmy's one of the best closers in the game, and certainly that would help in half-court sequences, But we've had more than enough. We've had the right type of things. We just have to, to continue to get better in these situations. Defensively, we were just really poor. Those last 6 minutes, just trying to hold on. I think at any point, 3 straight stops during those final 6 minutes. At any point, 3 straight would have closed the game. But we just continued to allow them to score, get open airspace, drives, fouls. And then you're just putting a lot of pressure on your offense going out the other end. We did some good things offensively. I think that's an improvement. There was just some missed shots, but there was some good, coherent, intentional execution.
I know you guys have to be worried about Duncan, but how good could this result be for him?
I don't want to I like the looks that he was getting before. It's not just about, the final result. And I know it matters to all the fans. I know it matters to him, of course. But one way or another, he creates great reactions or overreactions that help our offense. And today, he's able to get some cuts that really helped us in the second half.
Coach, going back to first half and first quarter, you guys opened the quarter outscoring the Jazz 23-7. Second quarter outscored the Jazz 14-3 to open the quarter. What went right for you specifically from your perspective that allowed those big runs to start each quarter?
We were able to defend the way we're capable of when we're really dialed in. That slowed a little bit of their ball movement, their typical ball movement, and then offensively, really just shared and played off each other. So it was different guys at different times during the game, and I think that's important. Where you're not just trying to, go to specific guys if that's not what's open. It was just taking what's available, and that takes a smart team.
All right, we have one on Zoom. Go ahead, Maddox.
All right, we got Cooper Moorhead, Heat.com. Go ahead.
So you're kind of touching on it there, but 19 of 23 at the rim against Utah is a high number on both sides of that. It's probably not any one thing, but what can you attribute to getting to the rim so much?
You have to be very intentional with everything. Your details, your screening, your spacing, your execution, and then, of course, they're very good defending your initial actions. So you have to have great poise in the final half of the clock. You have to be really good in those areas, and I think for the most part we were.